right, I'm at WinterCon. I'm going to go in and check it out, see maybe they got some good books in here or not. And there's a bunch of panels. We'll check that out also. Let's go check it out.
Here's the carpet, and here is the schedule for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And then the main stage has another schedule here. If you want to freeze frame this, you can check out the shows. And here's a wall of fame of past celebrities who've shown up. Looks like we have Scorsese there. We got De Niro. Is that 50 Cent, I guess, came here? And we have a little selfie booth here for you Trekkies. Look at that. It's awesome, right? And our first booth here is loaded with Silver Age and Golden Age. What a great booth here to start it off here. Wow! This guy looks like he's from Long Island. He's got a 516 number. I'll show you his sign. Maybe give him a little shout out. And this is a beautiful booth right here. A lot of old school books.
All right. I'm here if you need any help.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love this book right here, Mandrake the Magician, right? This is what, Lee Falk? He did that, and he did The Phantom. Those are like the biggest selling comics of all time. And we have a little, the Preacher here. Was that number 3? And Red Sonja, a little G.I. Joe. All right, very cool. All right, we remember these two guys, right? They were in Nick GQ's booth at the Long Island Comic-Con. And they are here tearing it up, and there is a whole section of cosplay here. Very cool. Oh, and we have the cast from the movie Aliens, one of the greatest action movies of all time, Aliens. The cast is here, and they have a panel. Let's go check it out.
You know, the movie was shot for $18 million. That's nothing in today's film world, right? But Gail and Jim were on the hook. Anything over this budget. Remember that time when the suits came? So Jim was a little bit behind, and suddenly the suits.
Now go back to your dressing rooms. We hung there for like 2 days, 3 days. I think it was more. I think they were behind like almost a week. Yeah, it was intense.
There was one incident. You remember the opening of the film when you see the parade? What is the
horses and been through that boot training, whatever. It's not a pleasant experience. Billy was the only guy who would crack jokes and actually make fun and contact with you, and the pressure was just the relief of him being a decent, ordinary guy. And
doing it, I remember thinking, I don't think you're the bad guy. You think you're badass, but I don't really think you're a badass. I don't believe it. And then, but he was working on the scene, and he was really, and he told me, he said, I don't feel secure with this scene. And then the movie comes out, and he steals the show. Completely steals the show. And I got it after I seen the movie. But I also understood that his insecurity was what made him work so hard, and his work ethic is what made him so good. He was all right.
He was all right. That was awesome. So I'm sure that you guys have some questions as well. Right there we have a mic. If you guys have any questions and you'd like to line up and ask, you're more than welcome to. We have a couple more minutes left.
Well, when you came on the set, you guys, the advances changed when you came on the set, when you guys had to say, okay, now let's get on board. Now to be like, we can't crack the jokes on the crack.
Let's get back to the comics. Let's get back to business. Here's a cool booth here, and they got Secret Invasion. They have Dark Claw. That Detective Comics, that Jock cover, I don't have that. I was looking at my collection the other day. That Black Mirror run is awesome. I don't have that Jock cover. I guess see what happened there.
Are you the psychic? Do you get a lot of readings at this?
Yes, I do.
I see you at every Comic-Con.
I think you're the one that does the video.
I'm sorry, yeah, I have a video.
I heard your voice.
Is it okay? Can I film you? Is that all right? Say greetings. So can you tell us what's going to be a hot comic? If we say, hey, I want to sit down, you can tell me what the hot comic is in the future. Why are you all tan? Did you go away? Did you go on vacation? You're all burnt. No?
Just a little foundation.
I thought maybe you
What's the hot comic you do?
Oh, I was gonna say, she's a psychic. We can go to her and ask her. Say, what's the hot comics coming out?
X-Men.
Psychic right here. All right, awesome. I'll put you on the call. Thank you very much.
Put my card in there.
All right, well.
Oh, and here's my store. I just opened up a store myself.
Where are you? What bar are you in? Oh, you're in Brooklyn. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, you want a freeze frame, Matt? Her son has a comic book store, it looks like. And this is her card. Let's check it out. Psychic, her name is Cookie. You cannot write this stuff. And she can determine what books to buy at the conventions, so you speculators can make a killing. Go to the psychic, and she'll tell you what to spec.
Awesome setup, man.
It's heavy, but it looks beautiful.
You like Spielberg?
I don't know about that.
He was a one-man production movie team, right? He did it all. And there's a green screen there, and here's custom lightsabers. If you want a lightsaber, this week is Aquaman hanging out with Batman. Batman just had a hit movie, but he took some time out to come to WinterCon. His busy schedule with the hit movie, he still had time to come here. And he looks terrific. Look at him. All right, we got a lot of cosplayers here. And we have a little Funko Pop. They were also at the Long Island Con, right? This booth. And we have a little artist alley here, too. A bunch of artists. You can get their signatures or get some art. And we have smaller comic book booths. There's that Bounty Hunter Star Wars issue, right? And Game of Ham. Looks like this is kind of a... he said something, if you like dark humor, you will like this. Here is Nerds in a Bar. Looks like some kind of a panel or maybe a podcast. Nerds in a Bar. And here is a secret room. A secret room. The secret room. The secret room. This looks like a gaming area. So I guess this is all gamers here in the back corner. And that was a room for gaming. And we have the amazing Kreskin. He had an off-Broadway show, I think, a couple of years ago. I think I saw his show. He did like a magic show. And here's the star from Aliens again. He was also in Terminator. If you remember, James Cameron liked to work with him, right, I guess? Kept casting him. And we have The Warriors. We have actors from The Warriors, the great action movie by the fantastic Walter Hill, at the top of his game. At the top of his game, cranking out The Warriors. And this looks like Terry Mikos. He was one of the gang members. He looks great, right? He was one of the Warriors. I see his picture there, but I wouldn't recognize him, right? If he was walking out, I wouldn't recognize him now, walking on the block. And here is Cochise. Look at that. You can get a Warrior vest. You can get a t-shirt. And there's Cochise on the shirt there. Totally remember him. And here he is now. He can sign paraphernalia, he can sign shirts, sign pictures. And there he is. Pretty cool. The Warriors are at a lot of cons. A lot of the actors are at different cons. All right, NYPD softball. Here they are. And the Kiwanis Club here, if you're a business and you want to network. We have a Wounded Warrior project here. Looks like a veterans booth. Very cool. You can get patches from your unit. And Yasu's Collectibles is here. They're at every con in the Tri-State area. I saw them at the Queens Con, the Long Island Con, Big Apple Con. So they always show up here. And let's go dig through some books here. We got some Classics Illustrated. These are the best books, man. These things are awesome. But they are never worth anything, really. They're always like $5 or $10. I guess because they're always beat up, or there's just so many of them. But if you ever read those Classic Illustrateds are great. Ditko Drive. Very nice.
Monster kill.
We have a Classic Superman page here. What is this? Oh, yes. It's like a Golden Age Superman. Moon Knight 1. Which Moon Knight is this? What is this, Volume 2? There's no price on it. All right. And look at this handsome devil, looking a little confused. Kryptonite Comics, right? We've seen them before. Great name. They got a beautiful booth here. Some nice wall books, too. More Classics Illustrated. Oh, these are in mint condition, these Classics Illustrated. These are like 10 or 20 bucks. Next Generation Comics and Cards. All right, and we are in a casino here, so there are plenty of bathrooms and there's food and everything. It is the Aqueduct Casino in Queens. This is Casino Resorts, right? It's called. I've only been here twice before. Comics are for kids. Here we go. Got some more food here. All right, and there's our friend Batman. All right, and then we have Absolute Comics and Statues. I love this booth, man. I bought a bunch of books from them at Big Apple Comic Con, and they are a warehouse in Queens. Not only do they have a store, they just go to conventions, but they're very active. A lot of conventions are at. And their booth, I like their pricing at their booth. Look at all these treasury editions, huh? These are beautiful books here. And they usually have a beautiful wall. Maybe we'll check out some of their wall books. Right? They're very trendy, like they know what's going on. There's the Moon Knight one there. And Black Panther one. Iron Fist. Right, a lot of cool books here. And here is The Killing Joke. And then they have the Long Halloween. They had every issue in here. They had all of it. So if you are lacking, come to these conventions if you want to pick up something. But they have every issue. If you're looking for a mini-series or something. There's just so many comics at these things. Here's some more beautiful wall books. There's that Bane. The first Bane. What is that, Chuck Dixon book? Miniseries? Oh, she looks great. Look at her. There he is. Here he comes. All right, this was in a casino, so all you speculators out there, if you guys are specking on comic books, this is what you're actually doing. You are gambling. Look at your future. You're a gambler. You need help.